And with that, we see the fires lit, the engines start to roar, and lift off. Scott Tingle, Anton Shkaplerov, and Norishiki Kanai on their way to the International Space Station.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Main engine start, 0, and liftoff of the Atlas V with Curiosity, seeking clues, planetary puzzle on life on Mars. Sound suppression water system activated. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and liftoff of Space Shuttle Atlantis. Mission to build, resupply, and to do research for the International Space Station. 4, 3, 2, and
degrees south.
Looking good. Also seeing a good
Wow, that was weird. I muted my mic and now it's... Okay, shit. Yeah. You have audio now, I think. Yeah. Okay, so you have audio. I have a delay of about 30 seconds, so yeah. Take some time for me to read your questions. Yeah, I'm gonna just gonna start cutting things. So, yeah. Yesterday evening, I was just waiting for the rollout and the pictures of the Falcon 9, and then somebody tweeted, "It's rolling out," and then a few minutes later, it was rolling back in. So there's a Dutch comedy thing, and it's pretty famous here. And it's a German teacher that is like, you all have insufficiency, and then he goes, "Oh, no, you have all sufficient," and then he gets again, "No, you have an insufficient, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you," and yeah. So that's pretty funny. That's a story of my of it. Okay, it's I have to get used to this. It's really weird talking to a computer while nobody's talking back. Yeah. Never done this before, so... I'm shaking. I can't handle this. And I hope my phone doesn't die before it ends. The camera that is pointed at my fingers is my phone, and it was charging, but I don't know. I think it's gonna die in a few. No, well, I hope it lives for the whole stream. So, yeah. Does anyone want to ask me anything? Otherwise, I'm just gonna start talking about this rocket. Multitasking. I should be a woman. Yeah, the thrusters take a very long time on the ISS. I have a few here. Oh, I can show you guys. Okay, so this is another fun story. I think I can show it like this. I have the Soyuz booster I built in a time lapse, and it's signed by Scott Kelly, and he wasn't allowed to sign it, but I had it in my hand when I was when I gave him my book to sign it. But when I asked there were some people around from the Space Expo to, hey, is it not live anymore? Okay. Buffer. Okay, wait. Let me get this straight. What is happening? Oh, okay. Guess it worked. Okay. Well, YouTube said it had too low audio or video output, so it started buffering, but I guess not. Okay. Continuing with the story, the women that were around to help the what do you call it? With the signing and stuff, they told me he was not allowed to sign my rocket, and I was like, okay, that's a pity, but I guess well, I have a book that's signed, so I don't have a problem with it. So I put it down on the table where he was signing all the things, and then he just picked it up and was like, looked at it and was like, oh, okay, I can sign this. So he took it and he was like, okay, that's my signature on it. And then the woman that was taking the pictures was like, no, you can't. Okay, well, okay. So he was just signing everything. He was only allowed to sign books, but he was signing pictures, and so that's pretty funniness. So yeah, and my time lapse of the third stage, second stage, whatever you want to call it, of the Soyuz is nearing completion. I only have to edit the thing and put the engines in and film it. That's the... Yeah, I got lucky. I got really lucky. And yeah, so pretty funny story. So guess one question can be why I'm building this rocket, especially this one. I really like the Indian rockets because they're really cool, I guess. They just had, and they have a lot of staging events. But they had the standard version, so I think it's the PSLV Coralone, is the what is it? It's a solid stage, then a liquid stage, then a solid stage, then a liquid stage. So what it does is it has a lot of staging events, and I guess they needed more lifting capabilities, so they slapped on 6 more boosters, and yeah, it's really cool also, I like it. Okay, I have to answer a Twitter question. I'm stressing out. PSLV rocket. Okay. Yeah, I actually am I am redesigning the what is it called? The Electron, because the fairing was a bit pointy, but I'm making it more curved. Actually, Alfonso gave me a program so I can redesign the nose cone. And yeah, that's basically what I'm doing. And afterwards, the first Indian rocket was the satellite launch vehicle, and I don't know if Alfonso has any plans to design it, but I need it to for the exhibition at our local observatory. Because we have a timeline with important events in spaceflight, and we have the PSLV as one as an event. So I'm planning on doing the Indian rocket series. We have in the timeline, it says also the first launch of China and the first launch of Japan, and I already found the models for Japan and China, but I still need to build them. But this is going to be part of the Indian rocket line. And also, it's really cool. What he made is he made the launch roll table. Actually, the launch tower is something else, but it's a start. And maybe I'll be continuing on the Soyuz launch thing one day. But I don't really have good measurements of the rocket and the attachments, so I need to do some. Need to do it anyway. I like also for it looks. You mean the advanced satellite launch vehicle? Yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't really know what it looks like. I need to remember it. Yeah, it was an evolution of the satellite launch vehicle, right? But anyway, it's it has a lot of staging events, and actually the rocket that I'm building is the last one that launched. So the Cartosat 2F, I believe, yeah, and it's the replacement for the other one where the fairing didn't open, so the satellite was just stuck in the fairing, and I believe the orbit was really low for what it was intended to be. So yeah, that's so it's the replacement for that. Well, it was actually designed to be the next one in line, but afterwards, after the the Carter 2i crashed, they yeah, if you look wow, with the satellite, I built the I don't have it anymore, I threw it away, but my first model I made, my first rocket, was also a H2A. There was no satellite in it, but afterwards I made what was it again? The Ariane 5, but the Ariane 5 had also satellites in it, but the model was really weird because the I don't know if you know, but the real Ariane 5 has the SILDA in it, so that's the system doucement lancement. I don't know the abbreviation for it, but at least it has the black thingy inside the fairing. But the model had no black thing in the fairing. It only had the lower part of the fairing and upper part of the fairing, and it had 2 passengers, so I don't know. I'll tweet it you. Okay. Yeah, my Twitter, I'm getting messages from my Twitter, but I can't keep talking and think about English because it's not my native language. It requires some thinking, and I can't think and talk at the same time, so I can talk and cut at the same time, but it's not going as quickly as I want it to be. I want it to go. Do I? Okay, for you native English, do I have a weird accent or something? Because my English teacher said I had a weird accent, or I don't know, it wasn't my English teacher, but at least somebody said I had a weird accent, so. Okay. Hehe. And actually, when you see the PSLV launch, you see the core stage, so the big booster in the middle. You see them ignite, and when it has the 6 boosters around it, it doesn't ignite them all six at the same time. It ignites 4 at the ground level, and then halfway through the burn of the ground lit solids, they ignite. Well, on the PSLV-XL, they ignite them halfway through, and I think on the normal PSLV, so the one with the smaller boosters, they ignite them when the other 4 burn out. Otherwise, if they ignite the on the XL, when they light it, when the other 4 burn out, they still burn when the core finishes burning. So you're left with very low thrust on your core stage, but you can't detach it. Okay, well, I guess. Well, if you hear other Dutch speaker, I can kind of do English how all the Dutch speak it, and I think it sounds really bad, and it makes my toes curl. And I think when I hear politicians speak, or in English, that is, and or just other people, and they go with a really heavy Dutch accent, I go like, no, learn your English, learn your pronunciation, and yeah. That's okay. So I know where Michael's from, but where are you from, Osin? I wonder. And can you hear the music on the background, or is it just me listening to the music? Or is it really loud? I don't think so. But I can't enable my YouTube sound, otherwise it keeps looping my... Ooh, you're from India! Okay, that's... Wow, that's far away. Well, for me that's far away. Wow. I'm international, I guess. No, yeah. But I really like the PSLV rocket. It's the one that launched the most satellites. So then yeah, okay. Okay, thanks. Yeah, well, my English is good, and well, it should be, because I did my education. So my primary school, until the last few years I hadn't had any English, but I went to, I guess, secondary school. I followed bilingual or everything. All my subjects were in English except for Dutch, French, German, drawing, I guess, and no, gymnastics was in English. That's it. So everything was in English, and for the first few months it was really hard, but afterwards I started to learn English really quick, and so that's why my English is like this, and so that's why I sometimes cringe at Dutch people not really correctly pronouncing words, and have the harsh tone to it, I guess. Yeah. So. But I have a lot of models I still want to build, and sometimes it doesn't combine with school, but still I really enjoy it, and everybody around me is like, how are you even able to do this, have the patience to build it, because it takes a long time. And Michael, you know, it takes a long time, but I don't know, I just enjoyed it, and that's how I get to yeah, my phone is still working. Yeah. Oh, you might have heard that that is something funny to talk about. Okay, so you might have heard the American NBC, I believe it was, with the Olympics, and actually every distance on long distance ice skating, the Netherlands has a medal, and so at least I have my what was I talking about? Okay, so, and they said, you know, we were really good at it because we skate in it's a mode of transportation, but it's not. We enjoy it, and that's why we're so good at it. And actually in every major city you have a big track or to skate on, so yeah, that's why. Okay, I guess my mom is gonna come in and... Okay, no. I have some notifications. Hey. Oh, K News episode. New. I'll watch it later. Okay. Ooh, Ollie Brown has new stuff. Yeah, cycling is, well, we're a pretty flat country, so skating is basically we have more bikes in the Netherlands than we have people. I guess that says enough. But ice skating as mode of transportation, no, it's not. It's when it freezes in the winter, we only have one huge competition, and it's like 200 kilometers of ice skating, and you have 24 hours, I believe, to complete it. So yeah. I'm actually surprised people are watching this. Well, there's only 2 of you, but still. Hi! Okay. Let's see on Twitter. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. They're putting the one of the boosters that landed on they're putting it in the Rocket Garden in Cape Canaveral. I've been there a few months ago, so that's awesome. Cutting out all these things. Okay. I guess I don't know if you can wait. I have to get. If you doesn't wanna. No, you're not gonna. Hey, do this. No. Okay. Well, I use about 1 knife per rocket. Well, no, not really, but I use a lot of these knives because thick paper and these knives don't go together well. Okay, wait, I'm gonna react to somebody. Oh well. Don't worry, okay. I can't read any questions right now because I'm answering a Twitter thingy. Okay. No. I'm still alive. Whoa, wait, this is already going on for 40 minutes. And I haven't even finished one single thing. Okay. Oh, and another special thing about this rocket is, instead of gimbling the engine, they just inject salt into the engine to cool down the thrust on one side, so it tilts the other side, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how that works. I'm not an engineer. It's getting... no, it's not really getting dark, but the sun is going down. I hate winter. Days are too short. Too depressing. No, there's nothing wrong with my internet. Tra-la-la-la-la. Okay, I have nothing to talk about anymore, I think. I'm thinking of something. Do I have anything funny space flight to tell you? Okay. After this, I can start cutting with my scissors, so it doesn't take too long. Huh. What's been my favorite rocket to make? That's a difficult one. The Soyuz takes a lot of time, but it's really cool. And, well, my favorite one. I guess Falcon Heavy, but I don't know. I think the Ariane is also pretty cool. And if you can, I don't know. This is, no, you can't really see it, but the launch tower is right over here, and I don't know. I also really like the shuttle, although it wasn't really practical, but what's my favorite rocket? My favorite rocket to make? No, I know. Okay, although the Falcon and the Falcon Heavy and all these rockets, other rockets are really cool. My favorite rocket to make was, or that I've built, was the Saturn V, and then the really huge scale. So the 1 in 48 scale, so that's, how big was it? It was almost 8 feet, I think. It said, yeah, almost 8 feet, so that's huge. Yeah, it is. I don't know, really. Yeah, I think Saturn V is the most favorite, is my favorite rocket that I've made so far. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Okay, I can start cutting things. Oh, I guess my camera died. Did it die? Hey, did you die? Yep. Okay. No. Yeah, that would be awesome. Okay, I'm having to change my plans. Wait. I will put myself big screen. Okay, it's my laptop webcam, so it's not really good quality, but anyway, for a face cam it's okay. My phone just died, so I don't have any camera for this. Fudge. Damn it. Okay, I wasn't planning on. Okay, no. Guess I'm gonna charge it. Wait, I'm gonna get my charger. Yeah, well, it's no use. But so, this is how I film my time lapses and all my crazy, no, but it's just my phone. Oh. Okay. So. Reconnection successful. Okay, I don't know what it was doing, but that would be really awesome. You need if you're gonna build it, you need a lot of cardboard boxes. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. You need a lot of cardboard boxes because mine, well, you actually need to do it. It has those large cardboard box rings in it. Otherwise, the stage just collapses in on itself. And what else is one building tip for the Saturn V? I guess the engines take a lot of time to build, so take that into account for. But yeah. But I also need to still finish the ISS, but I'm trying to do part of a rocket, so I'm trying to make a sort of circle. I was keeping rings are vital. Yeah, rings are very vital. But the circulate thing, so I don't get bored of a model. So and when I get bored of a model, I just build it really quickly, and then I mess up things. But I'm trying to make a part of a time-lapse video, so the Soyuz now, and then I build something else for fun, and so that is probably mostly one of the modules of the ISS, and well, the Falcon Heavy just came through. So yeah, that's one thing I'm still building. I only need to do the legs. But yeah, sometimes things take longer than I expect, and I am really overconfident, and I go, well, I will build it tonight, but no. What? No, I didn't. I can show. They're just the cardboard tubes. I didn't put anything in it, but the rings that are on the connectors are really strong. Well, stupid lighting. So yeah, I don't need them. And same is for the Ariane 5. And do I have any other models? Well, here it just has it has rings, like one here, one here, one here, one here, and they hold up the rocket. They're glued in, but this model doesn't really fit well. The upper part is slightly too big at the bottom, so okay. Well, I really love something on a platform, so I was thinking of making a Falcon platform, but so I get sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, I can do this, and then I start it, and then halfway through I'm like, nah. So I leave it. I don't throw it away or something, but I just start something else, and yeah, it's a bad habit, but eventually some things get finished, and the Electron was small enough that I could finish it in one go, so to speak. And the revision is hopefully I finish it tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow is Monday. Is there anything else? Oh yeah, Chinese models. I bought a rocket model, and this came with it, so I just built it, and it's a Tiangong. But I have a box of product. Yeah. Right now, the Falcon is not finished yet. The ISS is not finished. The Soyuz is not finished, but that's time-lapse thingy, so it takes like double the amount of time, because I also need to record everything, and every few minutes I need to check if it's still recording, otherwise I miss a lot of footage. And I need to edit it, so it takes a lot of time, and sometimes I don't have time for it, so I just build something else. But I have a Falcon, and the Ariane launch tower is not finished yet, but I think I'm gonna design some extra parts, because I really don't like the model. It's not detailed enough, and yeah. It doesn't have really clear building instructions, so yeah. This is, well, I made a list of all the. Oh yeah, and of course the ISS is not finished, but come off. Okay, I have this list hanging right here. And it has, well, I can show you like this. This is a list of all the modules on the ISS, and I'm right, literally somewhere around here. So, yay! Takes a lot of time. Well, it took me a year of free time to build the Saturn V. So, yeah. Guess I'm just cutting out parts and finishing them later. I was planning on finishing it in one go, but I guess I'm gonna end the stream in probably a few minutes, and well, and wait for my phone to recharge, and then go in maybe a few hours, so maybe 2 hours, 3 hours. I will continue this stream and building and completing it, hopefully. Sorry. I was kind of expecting this to happen. It's really silly. I tried to have like a camera like my sister's camera, so yeah, I was trying to get my sister's camera to work as a webcam, but it didn't. And yeah, I'm building it on chronologically too, in order. Yeah, it's, I guess, easier to build it chronologically because you can just put a search for the assembly list, and then you can go, oh yeah, I have that finished, that's finished. So yeah. Oh, if you go, Alfonso made the new Progress MS8, it is, I believe, but in this mission they're testing some kind of new radiators, so they have them. He has them on there right now. I asked for it this morning, and he didn't know there were some external parts on it, so he made them in a few hours, and I think his work is really awesome. And he also made it. Yeah, I did. What do you think about Trump trying to commercialize the ISS in a few years? I think it's not really, well, it's not only from NASA, so it's kind of difficult to do it, but maybe the NASA part can be bought by SpaceX, or I don't know. Politics is not really a good topic to talk about, but I don't know. It's space related, so. What else do I? Large motors, large rockets. No. Yeah. But he's not the only one that's ruining NASA. To be fair, the Constellation program was cancelled in, I believe, 2009, and while it already had one test flight, and basically they took the Orion capsule and scrapped the rocket, but right now they, instead of getting new engines, I don't know exactly, but basically the new rocket, so the SLS, is the same as the what was it, Ares 5 and Ares 1. So I get it, but NASA is not really it's an exploration agency anymore. It's more of a job. They're turning it into a job program. So hey, somebody else watched it and is watching. I can see. Oh, I've been doing this for an hour. Yeah. Time is flying when you're having fun. Well. Oh, my music's gone. Wait, let me start it again. Yeah. So yeah, I guess I have to round up. I guess that's it for right now. Now I can continue for another hour. But you can't really see what I'm doing, so that's a pity. Phones. I really need to get a webcam. I can tell you what my reaction was on the Falcon Heavy launch. I was following Twitter because I had my judo lesson, so yeah, that's at the same time it was supposed to launch, but then they delayed it due to winds. And then when I came back from my judo lessons, it was still going, but it was only 15 minutes before the end of the window. So I was like, okay, well, once they start fueling, there's no turning back. They have to scrub it if they have a delay. But luckily it launched, but it was really weird because, no, not weird. But I was, yeah, and I had the same reaction. No, I was streaming it on the television, and my mom, my dad, and my sister were watching with me, and I was going like, with the start of the terminal count, I was listening in to everything that was being said, and my dad was making silly comments about it, and I was like, no, please stop it. But when it launched, I was like, yeah, go, go, go. And my sister just out of nowhere went, well, I'm gonna laugh so hard at it if it just goes over into the ocean and just explodes. And I had when it cleared the tower, and there was a point where it was like, yeah, well, if it blows up right now, it's okay. The pad won't be damaged, and there will be a Falcon on it in 3 months for another test mission. But everything went alright, and then at about 2 minutes after max Q, my heart rate went down until I realized the most important part of this mission is still in front of the launch, actually, or in front. Yeah, or you know what I mean. And that was booster separation. So I was like, yeah, go, go, go. So my heart rate went way up and adrenaline rush. And then I heard them call out Biko. And then it was like, time stopped. It felt like it took hours for the boosters to finally separate, but they cleanly separated, and it was like, yeah, they completed their mission, because after booster separation, they were just in a normal mission for a Falcon 9. So it was really hyped, and then after the stream ended, I was like, wow, that was awesome. And my parents were like, why were you so hyped and enthusiastic about it? It was just a rocket. And in my head I went, just a rocket. It was a freaking Falcon Heavy, and it's been awaited for so long since the announcement, and yeah, it was awesome. Yeah. Guess I can keep cutting parts. But yeah. And some funny thing is, the day after the launch, I had to explain to my classmates like 10 times why it was such a special thing the Falcon Heavy launched, and why they sent a Tesla into space. So that was pretty funny because no one else basically at school. Yeah, Starman. Yeah, after booster separation, Starman really made it, and the landing, the dual landing. But we really a thing I really didn't like. Well, I didn't like about the SpaceX stream was they should have turned down the cheers of the crowd a bit, so we could hear the double sonic boom of the rocket. That would have been awesome. Afterwards, I saw a lot of videos people recorded on their phones with the dual, the 6 sonic booms. But it was awesome. I can't wait for it to launch again. And I believe the next launch will be a launch for, what was it? What's the satellite? Arabsat 6A. So it's not the test mission or the thing for NASA with a lot of CubeSats, but it's going to be a commercial satellite, so for a second launch. That's pretty fun. But I don't know if they're gonna do a direct GTO insertion. They might, or GEO insertion, or help the spacecraft a bit, because they tested out the coasting phase. So they might, because it only takes 3 hours to get up to the highest point of the orbit. When you launch into a GTO transfer. I really should do something like space news, but TMRO already does it, so no need for it. Oh, and also the satellites that were shot into a wrong orbit by the Ariane 5 have recovered, and I think they're almost at their orbital slots right now. Because the SES satellite, the SES-14, only is gonna take 4 weeks longer, I believe. Yeah. And yeah, I believe the other satellite, I don't know the name of it. Alya 3. Yeah, Alya 3. It didn't have enough fuel to get on its slot, but it's probably gonna use its ion engines for station keeping to insert it into the right direction, or insert it to its right orbital position, slot, whatever you want to call it. Okay. Oh, I have another funny story about Ariane 5. Well, not about Ariane 5, but a friend of mine won a competition for the Galileo satellite thingy, or the Galileo. Well, talking is difficult. Galileo satellite constellation. They had the open day at Aztec, so that's in Noordwijk. That's 2 hours away from here. But anyway, you could fill in sort of questions, and the ones with the most right answers got to go to the press event at Noordwijk, so at Aztec. So he won, and he could take somebody with him, and that was me. But it was really awesome because I talked to a lot of people that actually work for ESA and in the control centers, and also with the one who was in charge of the final of integrating the satellites with the launcher. So that was pretty fun. But after the launch, you have a 3 hours coast phase. But everybody left before before the coast phase ended and the second burn and deployment of the satellites. So they were like, "Well, we're gonna finish it and right here." So everybody, there were only like 10 people that stayed, but then they decided to just cancel the rest of the event and just clean everything up. But it was at 11 in the evening, I believe, so I was home at 2:30. So yeah, pretty fun day though, because we yeah, I'm gonna go for dinner too, so turn in tonight for the I'm gonna charge my phone, and in maybe 2-3 hours I think a little more I will be doing this again, so feel free to tune in again. Well, bye. Yeah, guess that's it. The other person that's still watching, thanks for staying. But I'm going to end the first part of the stream right here because yeah, my phone died and I can't continue building. So thanks, bye I guess, see you in a few hours, and have a great night, afternoon, whatever the time zone is you're in, I don't know. Bye.